sports. We'll also be talking about how stretch and impact ideas.
Baby daddy, hands.
This sounds like the podcast for you. Take a listen. If you're listening, it's too late. You're trapped.
My phone is
You're
on
in
its
the
last
game.
leg.
You just lost.
Can't see anything.
All right, enough of this. Listen to an episode. Okay, so that was the trailer for the podcast. If you like Distractable, I think you'll like this one because, again, it's just like me bullshitting with my friends. But I'm also very happy to be able to do something with Tyler. Tyler, he's such a good guy, and it's just like super unfortunate because we've all been impacted by like COVID and whatnot. But he more than most because he is immunocompromised. If you don't know Tyler, he had a kidney transplant when he was 20. He has a transplant, which usually means that you have to take medication that suppresses your immune system. So he has had to be super isolated and very careful, so which means that he hasn't been able to get out much.
I just get excited.
Up until recently,
I'm just making some tea and I refresh and go,
very happy and now we're finally able to work on this because one of the unfortunate things about me always wanting to do things is because I sometimes bulldoze through life without ever realizing, like, you know, what I'm doing, and I'm a terrible friend because, like, I'm bad at responding to texts, I'm bad at keeping up with people, all this stuff. So to have something regular that Tyler and I can talk about that he is an expert on, right? He is not just knowledgeable about sports. Tyler has a master's degree in sport administration. He knows sports. He's written papers on sport. And what's beautiful is I am the opposite of that. I know next to nothing about sports. I think in the back of my mind, I kind of knew the principle between quarters and being 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters of a whole. But it just, like, this kind of stuff doesn't dawn on me. So it's so fun to be able to talk about something that I don't know from someone that knows it incredibly, that I have this, like, really long history with, and yet it's a part of his life that is such a huge part of his life that I know next to nothing about. I've always surface level been like, oh, he's a sports guy. I didn't know the nuance of which he knows things. So what's great about the podcast is that I just get to be an idiot the whole time. Whereas Distractable is 1/3 of a whole idiot.
I didn't see anything.
With Tyler and I am the whole idiot, and I just get to be stupid. He had me in the most recent episode. We were talking about the Winter Olympics, and it was just him naming Winter Olympic events and me trying to guess what the hell it was. And there's one, I forget what the name of it, but if you haven't heard of this event, wait, it's the biathlon, the Winter Biathlon, right? So I told you, what is the Winter Biathlon? Write in the comments if you don't know what it is. If you know what it is, please step aside. If you don't know what the Winter Biathlon is, write in the comments what you think the Winter Biathlon would be. Because you would be wrong. You would be wrong. I want to see. What do you guys got? No idea? No, guess. Guess. This is where you guess. Use your deductive reasoning and guess. Shaking and crying.
It's always me.
Yeah,
Shaking and crying.
It's winter shaking and crying because you got left out. You're dropped via parachute into the Siberian wilderness. No, you're all wrong. You're all wrong. It's cross-country skiing and shooting, which I didn't understand. I didn't understand how that happened, but we go over this in the podcast. So that's what the podcast is about. If you're expecting this podcast to be like a breakdown of the game that just happened last night, that's not what it's about. It's kind of just a place to understand why people care about sports so much and what sports even is and how it ties into like the greater understanding of the human condition and how people can be. Yeah, it's cross-country skiing and shooting. Did you say you were just skiing and shooting right now?
My dad was telling me about
I'm calling bullshit.
football. I actually was filming it as he was telling me, and I loved it because it was cute to be with him and him explain it. It made me interested. It's hard to understand what's going on without looking at the field. You can't post
podcast because it's an
football
audio
stuff.
thing. You can do that.
Isn't it all copywritten?
Pay attention to where you're going. Yeah, so it's go out for a little ski shoot, shooty ski, bang bang, wee, mountain, boom. You ever want that? So
that's sad because I like that footage because I could hear my dad talking to me, and it's cute.
This podcast
no one will
is
get
still
to
for
see
you because
it.
number one is just me and Tyler. We're shooting the shit. We have such a history that man, Tyler just makes me laugh, and I'm always happy when I can make Tyler laugh. And sometimes it's so funny because I'll tell obviously a joke, and he will just glaze right over it as if he's so used to my bullshit that it doesn't faze him anymore. So I have to try to top myself in the ridiculous shit that I'll say on this podcast to try to get him to laugh because God, he has the best laugh. I try. My goal in every episode is to get him to goose laugh because if you've watched videos with Tyler before or streams with Tyler before, he has the best laugh. But if you get him to laugh hard enough, he will literally not be able to stop, and he will turn into a goose. Literally, he has this. I can't even do it. I don't even know how it does it, but he might die laughing. He's probably the only human being that I actually am concerned about him dying laughing because he on a streamer at one time we got him to laugh, and it was just he didn't stop laughing for 5 minutes, and by the end of it he wasn't breathing. So he was just he literally was to the point after he was just and laughing just for just for 5 minutes, and we were very concerned. But that's my goal now. Is just I just want to get him to laugh like that every time. So it's a very fun podcast. Link is in the description to the Spotify link. You can search for it obviously on Apple Podcasts. It's Go My Favorite Sports Team. Go exclamation My Favorite Sports Team. I having a ton of fun with that. So please check that out. It's something that I'm very proud of, but also I'm very proud because with Distractable, it's a shared thing between Bob Wade and I. And now I finally get to have Tyler have this thing that is as much his as it is mine. That's one of my favorite things to do is make these things where my friends can really shine, and also they don't have to be, and friends. You know what I mean? Because I did the tour, the You're Welcome tour, and every panel I had was Markiplier and friends. And I hate that because my friends are so talented, and that's what's beautiful about, say, In Space with Markiplier. My name is on it, but the friends that have joined me on it are so incredibly talented. So for any opportunity for them to really shine in their element and showcase what they can do is beautiful to me. And so with this one, if you listen to the podcast, not only are you supporting me, but you're supporting Tyler and really allowing him to shine and really have his moment. There's a subreddit as well if you guys want to post memes and stuff. There's a subreddit for Distractable. There's also a subreddit for My Favorite Sports Team. I believe it's GMFST. I believe that's it. No, the podcast is free. You don't. Why did everyone think this? Why does everyone think this? The podcast is free. It's free. It's free. It's free. No. It doesn't cost money. No, literally just listening is supporting. That's it. Podcast free. There are still people that think Distractable costs money for some reason. It's free. Heist with Markiplier, free. In Space with Markiplier, free. Is free. It doesn't cost no money. It's free. No podcast pay. Free. Is free. Like my videos. Ad supported. Ad. And what's beautiful is I don't know how we've gotten away with it because on Distractable, if you listen to it, obviously we do ads, but we do them our version of ads, and we are so bullshit in our ads, and because we try to make it funny, right? We're like, why would people just listen to this dry ass read of buy X product at link.com? why can't we just have fun with it? We actually spend more time recording the ads than we do recording the actual episode. And we talked about this recently on an episode where we hope, maybe it was that live stream, where we hope we can just like release the uncut commercials that we did. It's just like totally bullshit. It's too expensive. How is free too expensive? But so Tyler and I get to do that as well, and no one's called us out on it yet. So it's just like it's just this kind of like really crazy thing that these companies are sponsoring us and they don't call us out on. I mean, literally, when I forget what company we're doing it for, but I was talking about how like I was trying to compete with them by having a catapult that shot food at your house, and they didn't call us out for it. We did a commercial where someone got murdered in it, literally, and no one calls us out on it. So it's very, very fun. We really, really enjoy it. So check it out. It is free. No money. Link is in the description below. It's right below the animation link. That one links to Spotify, but it's also available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the other things. So definitely free. Now that's a scam. It's free. I don't know what to tell you. It's free. You don't need it if you don't like one service that's on another service. You just no free. You want a refund? Done. It's there. You go. It's done. You want 2 refunds? Bam. There you go. You want 3? Boom, boom, boom. Free. I literally, every time that I mention Distractable, people are like, oh man, I would love to listen to it, but I can't afford it. It's like, how are you watching the stream? If your excuse is like, you don't even have a device to do it, how are you watching the stream? How do you even know what I'm saying? How do you watch my videos? It's free! Too expensive, get it, it's free!
Yeah, it costs money if I wanted to comment live here. I always comment.
That's right.
Man, I'll make love to you. Let me sleep.
Yeah. It's free!
It costs money for me to write that.
It's free!
So every time I get money, I put
because
I write it. I'm not writing it now.
I really like
I need to renew it.
Because it's like no more work than normal video is. You know, in my videos, I record for, I try to base it like I'll record for an hour per video. That's kind of like my benchmark. And like just being able to do that with my friends, because we do videos together, of course, but just being able to like...
It pauses. You know how painful that is?
Shoot the shit. We're not doing anything but just like trying to make each other laugh. Like, God, that's fun. That's so fun. I'm so lucky to be able to do that. So, sounds like way too much. It's the same cost as breathing. I don't know. Well, okay. Maybe... No, that's not even a good... Because I was going to say maybe the data cost, but I'm like, no, it's audio. You're watching a live stream. I'm shooting megabytes of data at you. A podcast is... I think it's 192 kilobytes. It's tiny by comparison. The amount of data between this live stream and that podcast has been surpassed already since I started talking about it. Boom, more data. More data. That doesn't even cost. No, it's what can I do? What can I do? No, definitely check it out. Link is in the description. It is Go, my favorite sports team. You have to say Go like that. If you don't say Go like that, you are not saying the right name. It is Go, my favorite sports team. It's pretty expensive, though. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. Too much data. It's too free. I see what it is. It's too free. You don't trust it. You don't trust it. I get that. But it's free. I'm telling you. It's not too free. It's not enough free. It's just the right amount of free. You get what I'm saying? It's like right there in the middle. You know how like, you know, you got this band of like, oh, it's too expensive. Oh, it's too free. It's right there. I get it. I understand what you're saying. You were listening to I Don't Wanna Be Free from Schmo Yoho from A Heist with Markiplier. You don't want it to be free. Okay, I've got a different system for you. I will give you a different link that will have you send me $100 and then you can listen to it. Then it's not too free, right? Everybody wins. I see you have selective tastes. I'll give you the deluxe edition of the podcast that has a slightly different cover art for the nominal price of $100. In fact, I'll let you pre-order this amazing service at a discount of $110, and then you will get 2 special icons when that pre-order comes to fruition in a year. How's that sound? Now that's capitalism, baby. Now that's capitalism. I'll make an NFT. No, it's free. See, it's free for some, but not for everyone, right? Okay, you got it. Too expensive? You drive a hard bargain. Listen, you're a shrewd customer, and I appreciate that. Frugal. Tell you what, you order in the next 10 minutes, I'll knock $50 off that bad boy. You can get that deluxe edition for $160. Sound fair? Deal? Shake my hand. Deal's done. Deal's done. Deal's done. It's just the TikTok with the credit card. So also also this was a concern that people had. Distractable is not stopping so that I can do go my favorite sports team. It is, I'm doing them both at the same time. I know it sounds crazy, but you know how I can talk for hours and never get tired? I'm just turning that into a podcast, right? Turning it into a podcast. Anyway, can you pay in milk? I will take milk. I take any form of payment. Rocks, dirt, air that you kind of waft in my general direction. Just put your hand out your window, and wherever you think I am in the world, just kind of push in that way, and that'll be the payment, and I will get that. Thank you. Oh, it's Wisconsin right now. Thank you very much. Yeah. So link to that is in the description. Go! My favorite sports team. Check it out. And yes, Distractable is still going to happen. There's no reason why it would not. I love doing that. I'm super happy with that. Yeah. And also, just if you don't know Tyler, go check him out. He's very active on Twitter. He's doing a lot of TikToks these days. Apocalypto_12. If you follow him on Twitter, tweet at him. If you listen, like literally, and I mean this genuinely, when you listen to the podcast, let him know what you think of it. Like, it would mean a lot to him. Like, and I know, because he's like, I'm not saying like he's only thrives on like positive feedback. He's a grown up. He's a big boy. He'd be fine. But it would mean a lot to him to know that people are really enjoying it. So go listen to an episode. There's an episode where we talk about, like, I asked Tyler a bunch of stupid questions about sports. That's the first episode.
His
about what
passion's
sports
infectious.
is, the truth of sports. We talk
it's
about the
cute.
NFL,
you
which
like
I'm going to have that NFL episode turned into an animation because it's just like I didn't realize how stupid I was about football and understanding it. And I didn't know what special teams were. I thought it was special ops and all that stuff. But go check that out. There's a ton of things that you could see in that. We did Winter Olympics, and then we got more podcast episodes coming out. Those come out every Thursday. And when you listen to an episode, let Tyler know what you think. I mean this sincerely. Like, let him know what you think. If you enjoyed the podcast, he would love to hear that. And I would love for him to know that he is making something really, really cool. We actually thought of this idea while we were filming Space, right? So we thought of it then. It was a late night, and we were sitting around waiting for lighting to go set up whatever. And we were talking about something that, and I always knew that I wanted to do something with Tyler and just Tyler. And we came up with this idea, and it was just like one of those moments where, it was said as a joke, and then it's like, yeah, we could do a podcast where I don't know anything about sports, and you just tell me, and I'd be an idiot back, and we laugh, and then we just, wait a minute, that's a good idea, and then we just rolled with it. That's always how the best ideas get formed.
So soft and shiny.
Tell him what you think. It would mean a lot to him.
So cute.
If you want to check out some of the earliest videos that we did together, I think, for some reason, I think, markiplier, disgusting popsicle. Isn't that it? Yeah, that's right. We made popsicles out of random bullshit. 9.5 million views? Damn. Well, this is one of the earliest videos that he was in.
Oh, it's soft
just,
cheeks.
soft
cheeks.
I
feel little spikes in the hair. Yeah. A little stubble.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and this is Tyler. Say hi. If you're wondering why we're wearing gloves or wondering why there's a block of dry ass right in front of us, we're about to do a challenge. Challenge? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's our friend. That's our friendship. God, we've known each other for a long time. He actually, he came out to LA to work
His
with
face
me
makes me
on
think
videos.
of Cameron.
Like
Whenever I see him, I think
reason
of Cameron.
He came out because he trusted me enough to be like,
Cameron's
and I didn't know
dead.
what the fuck I was doing at that time. But you want to know why a date with Markiplier happened? Is because he came out. I mean, obviously there were other people helping out, but
he's not. He's alive.
I wouldn't have been able to do any of that stuff unless I had the support of my friends who are extremely talented people. You know, that video is called Tartar Sauce Popsicle. That's what it is. And so having like these people to support me and help with these ideas, you know, who killed Markiplier wouldn't have happened. You know, Markiplier TV wouldn't have happened. You know, it's all of these things that I'm making now, and obviously he was helping with space. You know, it's kind of this. Like, it's something that I can't really repay. And it's something that I guess, in a way, I don't need to repay in so many, like, concrete terms. But I've had the privilege of seeing, like, my friends flourish in terms of their own confidence and talents and their abilities. And to see, like, how these people have progressed, you know, it's just, like, I'm so proud of them. You know, I'm just proud of them. I'm proud of what they've done, and I'm proud of Tyler. And to know that we're still like making stuff together, and we still have something. And now he has something that has his name on it. You know, it's not just him helping me with my stuff. It's us working together on something that we share. Like that's what really makes all this very, very special. Like that's what makes making things on YouTube or wherever very special to me, because like I'm just extremely fortunate to be able to do what I do. And I know that there are people that are more talented than me. There are people that know more, especially in like different fields, like with Tyler in sports. His level of knowledge compared to my own is orders of a magnitude more. I mean, anything would be when your knowledge is zero, right? But it's just like I love seeing how far my friends have come in terms of their own ability. Bob has always been one of the funniest people like I've ever met. He is just, and you would all agree, he is just the funniest guy. You know, and but to see him like go from just like being a hilarious friend to pretty much carrying a podcast. Actually, no, I can't even say that because Wade as well. Just like so fucking funny, and just his insanity, but his witty insanity is crazy to me. It's like just to see where they've come, you know. It's just like it's beautiful. I love him, and I'm so proud. I'm just so happy. And Ethan too. You know, Ethan like he's always been talented. He's always been insane. But just like doing Unisonus with him, like seeing him grow as a creator and stuff like that. And, you know, it's just like it's beautiful. I love seeing it. And other YouTubers that I've met over the years, and what's fascinating about that, and what's universal. And kind of like the fundamental thing behind seeing this is everyone has something. Everyone does. And if they don't know it yet, they just haven't had the chance to nurture that side of it. Everyone is creative. I believe humans in general are very creative. We are all creative. We all have the power to create. We all have like this spark inside us. It's just like some of us just don't get the chance to really nurture that and stoke the fire of creativity inside of us. And so I've been very lucky that I've had the chance to do it, you know. I made the chance for myself. And, you know, it wasn't that anyone needed to hand it to me or hand it to my friends or anything like that, but, like, everyone has it. And if you don't have the situation where someone can help you nurture it, like, you really got to dive into yourself and find the willpower to push for it. And it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm coming up on my 10-year anniversary of doing YouTube. And 10 years of doing YouTube is a long time to do anything, but also in the grand scheme of my life, it's not that long. And, you know, going from the first video that I made to where I am right now, I'm proud of myself. You know, I'm proud of what I've done. I'm proud of where I've come. You know, I'm proud of where I've come. That's not what I meant to say. That doesn't make any sense at all. I'm proud of where I've come from. That's more accurate. God, I haven't gotten any better since I started this. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about 10 years later. But I'm just very excited that I'm at a point where I've been doing this for 10 years, and yet I still have this drive to make things. What I make kind of like evolves, but also a lot of what I make hasn't really changed. I'm still doing Let's Plays, and I try to elevate it here and there, and, you know, that varies depending on how much time I have working on these other things, but also it's just like, I don't know. It's really cool. I've always been very self-reflective, you know. I hesitate to say that I'm nostalgic, but I do look back at where I've come from, and I talk about this a lot, where people are very self-critical about the things that I've made in the past. They've made in the past. I am not that way. I'm really not. I look back at, like, the earliest sketch that I've done, and, you know, the fall of Slenderman, the first appearance of Dwarfstache. And I can look back at that, and I can, from a technical perspective, say that there's an incredible number of things wrong with that video.
No, there isn't. There's nothing. It's perfect.
Had I known.
Everything's
but at the same
perfect.
time, I'm still proud of that. I'm still very proud of the videos that I made when I first started, just as much as I'm proud of the things that I'm making now. And I think that's an important perspective for anyone that's creative, is the things that you made when you first started out are not bad. They are going to be bad. And there's a distinction there. I'm using the same word, but you have to understand. They're not bad. They're just the best that you could do at that time. So long as you did the best that you could do, they're not bad in context. They're bad in retrospect, technically, but I put everything into that. I put everything into the videos that I make from them. I don't put everything into every video I make, but when I make something that I really want to, I push myself to the absolute limit of what I can do, and I do that every time. And in 10 years from now, I might, if I'm still alive, 10 years from now, I might look back on space and be like, wow, I could have done so many different things. And even now, like, I'm doing this, I'm just like, I wish I had done this, I wish I had done that. But that doesn't matter. It's not regrets. It's just things you'll take into the future. You know, it's just lessons. That's it. That's all it's about. You know. Happy birthday. Thank you. It is my birthday. Hey, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you being here celebrating my birthday. Woo, big birthday that it is. And, you know, given that it is my birthday, I have a small request. You know, it's my birthday present from you to me. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Hey, because it's my birthday, go down that description, check out the link to Go, my favorite sports team. It's a podcast with Tyler. It's totally free. It would mean a lot for me on my birthday, which it definitely is, if you listen to that. It would mean the world to me. It would mean the world to me. It's totally free. Hey, thank you. It's your birthday present from you to me, and I appreciate that. I give appreciation from me to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Man. June? I don't know that word. I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, it's my birthday. Even if it sounds too expensive to listen to that free podcast, we have a link in the description below. It's my birthday. Come on, aren't I worth it? Aren't I worth it? I think I'm a little worth it. I think I'm just a little worth it, you know? I'm a little worth it. that's all for now. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this Nothing Strange Happening Here stream. I think we talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. Links are in the description if you want to check them out. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you do listen, definitely let Tyler know what you thought, because he would appreciate that, and I would appreciate that. And also, definitely check out the animation from Shmoyoho. Actually, I'm going to look right now. I'm looking for comments. Looking for comments. Okay. All right. Gloria. Yeah, that's good. Brian Jones. Yeah. Monkey. Random. Okay. All right. Asher. Amelia. This is great. This is good. You guys are checking it out. You guys are doing it. But there could be more. Could be more. I could have read your name just now, but did you go leave a comment on that? Did you go listen to the podcast?
I can't look away from your face.
No, I appreciate it. But definitely check that out, because they put in a ton of work into that. Leave a like on it. It's fantastic. Oh! I apologize. But there's only been about 4,000 new likes since last I mentioned that. Go to link in the description. Check it out. Don't wait. You can do it. You can do it. It takes time. It's a 3-minute video. It's a 4-minute video. It's a 4-minute fully animated music video that you will love. 4 minutes. Go check it out. Link in the description. Do it right now. And then the link just below that. Podcast. Go! My favorite sports team with Tyler. Check it out. Don't wait. It's my birthday. You wouldn't want to disappoint me on my birthday. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Oh my god.
Alright, bye. Farewell.
I'll throw up. Wait. You po? Oh no! I could have been writing. It usually doesn't let you write unless you're a member. My membership, I made it too expensive. But it went through. Oh, maybe I didn't need it. I could have been writing, maybe. I gotta throw in my word. Throw in my plea. I feel nauseous. Mm-hmm.